Welcome to all the Planet Coaster fans out there. This is Wildman talking about the Dagobah swampland area of my Star Wars park. In this area, there's one major ride. It's Yoda's Swamp Logs. It's a log flume ride that covers most of this area. There are entrances down on the lower side here from the main street, up in the upper right from the Endor area, and all along the left side there's a whole long trail that has many entrances and small wooded walkways that go into this land. Here is kind of what the main entrance from the main street looks like. There's also a back alley entrance along here, and I like to say I'm really pleased with the way the vegetation placement looks and how the pathways are when you walk in and around this land. And as we look over this way, I have a couple flat rides in this section of the land. There's a tilt-a-whirl on the lower right, zooming in here on another flat ride, just to kind of fill in some space in this back corner. Now as we switch around and look the other way, this kind of has the main walkway bridge that enters into the swamp area. It kind of brings you into the main wooded walkway area of this land. In this little section here, there's a lot of wooded walkways with some bubbling water. There's a couple shops and refreshment stands hidden down in there. And this little corner of the area is what I call the dark side. If you remember on Dagobah, Luke was trying to figure out the dark side and the light side. So this is the dark side, and I'll put in the post-editing credits for any of the blueprint material I used in this land. There's a bathroom over here, and as you can see, the walkway. So let me change my control here a little bit, and we'll show you what it's like to kind of walk through some of the wooded pathways I have here. You can go past Yoda's Pizza Shop on the left, going into another area where there's a couple more food restaurants, and this is one of the smaller entrances onto the Endor part of the park, which we'll see in the future. Zooming out a little bit here, we have another bridge that goes along the far side of the swamp area. It kind of crosses over the log flume ride and heads back into the woods a little bit, where there are some additional shops and kind of a cool little ice cream parlor that I made, a Hoth ice cream shop that has an area of cool, refreshing air in this humid, swampy area. Here's one of my favorite areas of the log ride. It's just kind of cool with the water bubbling and flowing off the rocks and the swamp plants hanging. I'm going to switch to night view here because this land really, I think, comes alive at night with the lighting. The blues and the greens to make this swamp look very forbidding and dingy and spooky. So I really kind of like the look of this land better at night. It's hard to see some of the details, which is why I showed you the rest in the daylight, but here's what it looks like at night. And going back over into the wooded trail area, you can see there's a lot of torch lights. It's a little bit warmer of a feeling, but again, I just like the hidden kind of deep woods look and feel of this land. And that pretty much wraps it up for what I was going to show you in this section of the park. So as I zoom out, you can see an overall night view, and that's it. I will check in with everybody once I get some things cleaned up in Endor. Bye.